The May 1, 2025 Open Public Finance Meeting, the Woodbridge Township Board of Education will please come to order. Please rise for a salute to the flag and a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Roll call, Mr. Secretary.
Ms. Anderson.
Here.
Mr. Delapetro.
Here.
Ms. Perez.
Here.
Mr. Mohammed.
Here.
Mr. Treebwasser.
Here.
Mr. Velez.
Here.
Mr. Harris.
Here. Mr. Secretary, as required by the Sunshine Law, please read the notice of meetings.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted as follows. On January 21, 2025, emailed to the Home News Tribune, the Star-Ledger, and the Municipal Clerk's Office, posted in Ross Street School Number 11 and the Board of Education Administration Building, also published on the school district website.
Excellent, Mr. Wolferman. Tonight is the board's annual required open public meeting on the proposed budget. Dr. Massimino, he will walk us through his presentation this evening. Doc?
It's going to be a slow jog, Mr. Harris.
Will be a slow what?
Slow jog.
Slow jog.
We're not going to walk tonight. So the budget overview is going to contain information on our revenues, our local tax impact, with comparison, our overall budget breakdown, our expenditures, initiatives, and projects. This is a snapshot of our general revenues. Unfortunately, we are one of the districts that lost state aid, which is seen in the chart. The 2% tax levy does help balance it out. So we are running at a deficit compared to last year. And looking at the local tax impact, last year we did borrow the 2%. We were able to make the payment on debt service, which kept the taxes flat, less than flat. This is the valuation for this year for 25-26, comes out to about $93 per household. Just the pie chart, I won't go through it because obviously it's a little tough to explain. It's much easier to read, but this does give you a breakdown in a visual depiction of what our expenditures look like for the upcoming school year. As a matter of increase, to look at our expenditures, there are two major items that jump off the page. Your total salaries and benefits at a $12.4 million increase, and then our private school tuition, our out-of-district students. There is no cap on those costs. Those schools and entities, including transportation, can go up rather significantly, which is visible on this. So those are the two items, salaries and benefits and private tuition, that obviously were the biggest expenditures by quite a margin. With the budget that we have for next year, there are some initiatives that we are able to implement. We're going to expand our tiered system of supports, as well as continue implementation of a universal literacy screener. The law requires a K-3 screener. We're going to go K-5, so it's comprehensive across elementary school. We are infusing some instruments in our district arts program, equipment for our broadcast journalism courses, screenwriting, film production, and middle school science curriculum program updates as well. We budgeted the high-impact tutoring program was a success, so we will continue to have that as a service for our students. Continue to facilitate assemblies, K-12, school safety, substance abuse, student health, and student conflict resolution being the main focuses of those assemblies. And then obviously our credit recovery expansion, 6-12, to provide opportunities for these students who have had interrupted time frames or have met with difficulties. We want to make sure they're on a path to graduation, so this is a tremendous thing that we're going to continue and expand upon. We're looking to expand our BEST program into the high school. We currently have it at the elementary and middle school levels. We're making some revisions to our preschool curriculum as well as our SOAR program. We are opening 4 new elementary autism programs and 1 new high school autism program. Our projects, which many of these are continuations, one of the areas that we were able to really balance this year's budget was cutting back on the money that we had allocated for projects. We've had a lot going on. We've done a lot in the district. I thank the board for their support because for a lot of years, buildings and grounds is where the budget was cut. So there was a staunch commitment to make sure that the long-range facilities plan was followed, continues to be followed, and we focus on those projects on a need basis. So you can see the continuation of Avenel 4 and 5, drainage at Island Middle School, lighting at Woodbridge High School, egress at Oak Tree Road 29, Ford's Middle School parking lot upgrades, and a partial roof replacement at Kennedy Park School 24. With regard to technology, which is in no small part a backbone of a lot of what we do curricular-wise, there's some new VM server upgrades, middle school core switch upgrades, and refreshments on our student one-to-one Chromebook plan. I encourage everybody to take a look at this. Our final budget adoption is next Thursday, May 8th, right here at 6 o'clock. That will be a full board meeting, so if you're interested, please do come out for the meeting to talk about a myriad of issues, including the budget. And Mr. President, that is all I have for this evening.
Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Massimino. We appreciate this. I'm going to make a few comments, and then board members, if you guys have any questions about the presentation, please fire away. I want to thank Dr. Massimino, Mr. Wolferman, his entire team for putting together a balanced budget in light of $4 million less in state and federal aid. I want to commend you for putting together a budget that reflects that cut. This year's budget is actually $4 million less than it was last year. So that's commendable in finding savings and efficiencies to make that work without impacting current programs and services. Furthermore, this administration put forward a number of new initiatives as outlined by Dr. Massimino to strategically invest in our students. So I want to thank you for that. And then finally, thanks to the administration for answering a number of my questions, and I know a number of other board members' questions. I think over the years, we've, at least myself, I can't speak for everybody else, I've learned the budget and have had less questions, and that's thanks to your thorough answers and us working in partnership. As required, if any board member wishes to make changes to the budget or propose additions, those types of things need to be said here at a board meeting. So I want to just put two things on the table for consideration next week in our committees. Vice President Bourdain had brought to my attention there's a proposed proposal relative to physical education, like a supplemental program for our RISE students. I want to just have a conversation about that next week in the event that has some merit for our consideration. And then I'm doing some digging in on this. Specifically, it has to do with solar energy. It's known as community solar. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. It's a statewide program that's been going on since about 2018, 2019, where solar panels are installed on warehouse roofs rather than on our own school roofs, where we can elect to draw that power from those rooftop solar installations. And what's nice is you get a discount for that energy. So, Mr. Wolferman, it's a new law. There's a couple school districts that have put out RFPs for this type of power. With our energy costs going up about 10%, finding savings, I think, is something we're going to need to continue to explore. As Dr. Massimino and I have discussed, there are some dark clouds out there relative to federal and state aid in the future. So we should be mindful of continuing to find efficiencies going forward should any cuts ever materialize. Something that should keep all of us up at night to some degree. So we'll work through that. I did have one question on the presentation, Doc. Under the project, the VM server upgrades. Do you know what the VM stands for? I know Mr. Masberry is not present with us this evening.
Mr. Harris, I'd have to talk to Mr. Masberry specifically. Right. When it comes to technology, I definitely want to defer to the expert on this one. Sure.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it's a higher level tech term that, but we'll get an answer on that. Either way, we're investing in our IT infrastructure. So with that, are there any comments, questions from any of the board members this evening? Mr. Sedan is joining us for the record, Mr. Wolf. Sorry. Anybody, any questions? No? All right.
Just,
Hearing?
just a comment,
Oh,
if you
yes.
don't mind. I know that I had a few questions also, going back and forth. So I'd like to thank the administration for responding to them, and I do have, I think, one open item that I'll get a response to before our next meeting next week. So I thank you so much for sharing your comments and your thoughts.
Mr. Harris, may I respond? I just want to let Mr. Mohammed know I did respond to it just before this meeting started, so you have it already.
Oh, it's in my email? Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, very good. All right. Hearing none, we don't have our attorney here to advise me otherwise, but this is the portion of the meeting where I would open it up to the public for public comment. Being that there's nobody here, I don't think I need to read the whole script about public comment. For those viewers at home, I apologize. No one is here, but we will be discussing the budget again next week, as Dr. Massimino pointed out. May 1st is our budget adoption, where we will adopt it. No further presentation. Dr. Massimino, the presentation will be on the website?
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
May 8th, right? May 8th. You said May 1st.
Oh, I
Budget
apologize. May
adoption.
1st is today, May 8th is the meeting. Yeah, thank you. All right. With that, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So motion.
Second. Okay. A motion by Mr. Treatwasser, seconded by Mr. Del Pichar. Did I hear you right? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Carried. We'll see you on the 8th.